Do you know the total dollar amount of money you took?
He told me to nothing.
How much do you think you took?
Like 1,000 maybe in total.
Okay.
From time to time, I took something and I give it to people.
Okay, so you,
Make a gift to make me feel good, I guess. I don't know.
it's either I know them and they just come into shop and they see me there and that's just what I do. I don't call nobody, like, I don't.
Every employer hopes their workers are honest and responsible. Unfortunately, many bosses suffer losses because of thieving employees. They steal cash from the register, gift cards, expensive merchandise, and even cars. So when workers get busted for stealing mid-shift, employers never hesitate to call the police.
Bro, don't touch me. I gotta get my I gotta get my stuff! Oh, I'm not even from out here. I did not steal anything!
On November 24th, 2023, the police were dispatched in response to a Walmart employee who had been stealing money from the register. After locating the suspect, officers separated her from the rest of the staff. Initially, the woman acted calmly and cooperatively.
Come on in real quick, please. Okay.
All right, Deja. So they got you on camera, basically taking money from the register, putting it in your pocket.
Money? Where?
Yeah, they got you on camera.
While officers searched the suspect, Deja, she pretended to be innocent. They mostly found personal items among her belongings. Not surprisingly, at the bottom of her pocket, there were folded bills, which she was forced to hand over.
Would you be able to empty out your pockets?
And my money.
Okay, can you take that out?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
I see it real quick. You stand.
Anything else in your pockets?
No, sir. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna have you go ahead, place your items right there. I'm gonna have you turn and face the wall right here. I'm gonna pat you down.
Normally, workers who steal mid-shift are quick to dismiss any accusation. They don't want to incriminate themselves, especially when there's no clear evidence. While Deja tried to act confident and relaxed in order to appear innocent, the officer revealed the evidence.
I have my own money.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's on camera.
Can I see for myself? Please?
I'm going to show you the pictures just to show.
Oh, that's
there's
fine.
a camera like literally right above
I
you.
know that. Of course.
So here's the times that I guess you were taking it the other days, right? The other days? Okay.
I can't see nothing. I see me taking money out.
The police invited one of Deja's co-workers to speak with her. He laid out the situation and told her she'd been caught. The co-worker then asked her to make a statement about the missing money from the cash register.
So you're gonna listen to what this gentleman's gonna tell you to do right now, okay? Right now you're at work.
What I'm gonna need you to do is write a statement about why you have this money and explain to us what has happened on these previous days.
How can I know what happened if it looked like I'm taking money out of the drawer?
I'm just letting you know, it's all in video, okay? So I need you to write a statement about what has happened with this money that we have missing from your registers that you've been at. Okay?
Like, what do I'm confused. What do
So you right?
I hear him.
Okay.
I hear him.
Okay.
Okay?
Like, y'all gonna make me mad. I'm being calm right now because I'm trying to see what's
Okay,
going on.
we're being calm too. We're just explaining what you need to do. Okay? I'm just letting you know.
That's
This is all
understandable.
documentation of all
I'm
this money.
trying to see
This is all
what was-
documentation of money that has been taken from the register that you worked on. Okay? These are still photos, yes, and we do have videos of it. Okay, so we're not just because these still photos are showing where your hands are at. This is not changing anything from the video.
I didn't take anything.
So I'm just letting you know. We already have it documented, a video and everything of you getting the money. Okay?
The woman refused to write a statement, but that wouldn't help her walk away clean. The store had video evidence clearly showing her stealing over $500 from the register on different days and during separate incidents. No employer would tolerate a thief among their workers, and stealing is an offense that usually leads to immediate termination. That's why Deja was forced to hand her work clothes and items over. Fortunately, she complied and did that without protest.
Okay. Now you can remove your vest. Okay, that's all my property. You have a work phone?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so you can put that vest, the work phone here, place it right here. Did you get a discount card yet?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so the work vest and your ID and your work phone, you can place it right here.
Okay. So y'all saying that I took something out y'all door. Okay.
We're not saying, you know, it's on video. Okay, you know.
Although she was already informed she was going to be arrested, Deja firmly refused to surrender to the police. And while she wasn't that bad at acting innocent, unfortunately for her, this is not the first time these cops dealt with thieves.
Bro, don't touch me. I gotta get my I gotta get my stuff! Oh, I'm not even from out here. I did not steal anything. Okay, I got okay. You just broke my okay. Can I turn around? Ow! Ow!
Stop resisting.
Give me your hands.
I didn't do anything.
Put your hands behind your back or I'm gonna tase you.
You're hurting me.
Fine.
No, he's hurting me. Oh, y'all serious
Now
right
you're
now?
arrested for resisting.
What you mean? I'm just finna turn around, y'all. Can I get my belongings? What you mean? I'll take that shit. I'm gonna take you.
Get off the ground.
I swear to God, y'all fool, boy.
Stop resisting.
Deja's resistance resulted in a minor injury. Her nail was broken, and her fingers were bleeding. The same fingers she used to steal the money. Deja was trying to paint herself as a victim of police brutality, but that narrative was contradicted by how calmly the police treated her.
Stop.
You doing it? You white. Literally broke my nail. Yes.
32, son of 52 too. She's bleeding.
You did it.
You were
Why? No, I did it.
Yes, you did.
No, I promise I did it.
Okay.
It burned. We can't touch it.
Stop tensing up your hands.
It burned, man. Like, I'm not doing any. Y'all already got me in the handcuffs. Where can I go?
You're getting an ambulance to get checked out. Just calm down.
What? Like, that don't even make sense. Y'all hurt me and then put me in the ambulance. What?
Despite Deja's aggressive behavior, the cops remained professional with her. They showed patience and understanding while trying to calm her down. One of them even wiped her bleeding hands with a tissue.
Are you gonna be calm?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
The officers called an ambulance to take care of Deja's minor injury. When the medics arrived, they immediately attended to her. Still playing the victim, she rushed to complain to them.
They broke my nail.
66.
They broke my nail.
Okay.
That's really it.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. You want to go to the hospital and get checked out?
No.
How about we cover that up so it doesn't bleed all over, okay? Sounds good?
Can I get my belongings?
I have your phone.
No, I have my coat, I have my purse, I have.
Where's that at?
That's in the back in the room.
Is it like
I'm
an
sorry.
old color?
I'm sorry.
It burns a little.
Burns a little.
Okay.
What color is your coat so I can go and grab it?
It's a black long coat and it got fur like.
Black long coat and fur. Is it inside the break room?
Yeah, it's inside the break room in the closet, and my purse is like inside the coat, like it's had.
Until the very end, Deja kept insisting that she was innocent. She claimed the cash found on her had been withdrawn from an ATM, though she couldn't prove the transaction with a receipt. After that, she was transported to jail for questioning.
We're ready to transport you, so will you behave? Will you be good?
Good.
Okay. Just watch your head, okay? I'm gonna put a seatbelt over you.
Thank you.
There you go.
Tell them it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
They have to take pictures.
Tear my part.
Deja was charged with theft, aggravated assault on an officer, and resisting arrest. While some workers steal straight from the register, others are more inventive, like this next suspect. On March 6, 2024, the police arrived after a report at a family dollar store. A 21-year-old female cashier was suspected of stealing the store's money in an unusual way. Her colleagues briefed the cops on how her scam works.
It's not our fault. I know you called me. What's going on?
Good afternoon.
How are you?
We have an employee that is being under ringing. Like she will charge $1 and let the customer leave with about $150 worth of merchandise. Multiple times during the month of January, multiple times in the month of, actually a little bit in January, multiple times in February, and the last one was on Sunday.
The police then talked to the suspect, Tina. Their arrival didn't surprise her, as she had already gone through an interrogation with her supervisor, to whom she didn't deny what she'd done. Apparently, she wasn't the most talkative person.
This is Tina.
Hello, Tina.
This is the officer.
How you doing? You have an ID on you?
It's in my purse.
Okay. Where's your purse at?
It's in the front of my
I'll go get it.
Okay.
It's under the things.
Okay, I'm pretty sure the store manager knows.
The suspect's supervisor had video evidence showing Tina under-ringing expensive merchandise for her relatives and acquaintances. She was scanning cheap items like lollipops worth only a few cents, so that her accomplices would only pay that small amount.
So this is one of the transactions. All those items. How much the transaction? Yeah, that's 100. But how much did the customer pay for?
59 cents.
59 cents.
So, over 100.
Over 100 on that particular one.
Just pay 59 cents. So what was the date?
The day over there is March 5th at 12:21.
So
3, 5,
That will be Sunday. That will be the last transaction.
12, 21.
What's the next one you got?
The surveillance footage captured Tina operating her modus operandi on different days with different customers over the last 2 months. Those customers paid ridiculously small amounts for items that were worth hundreds of dollars.
That customer paid you 59 cents.
This is another customer that paid 59
So what was the
cents.
date?
March 3rd, Sunday, and 1956.
So the other one was March 5th,
Correct.
and this one is March 3rd.
Yeah, we're going.
Yes.
Yeah.
3rd. Biggest question. We all want to prosecute?
100%.
Yes. What was the time?
Time is 1957.
So 7.
This is a lady with the pajamas. There's over $150 in here or more. And how much did she pay? 59 cents.
150.
What did we calculate her? When we look at the product over 150, yeah.
So she says she's been going through some financial difficulties, and
That's what she said on the video. I mean, on the recording and during my statement that she was doing it for her kids.
For her kids.
According to the information from Tina's supervisor, she found her accomplices in the neighborhood. They paid her in cash to look the other way and let them walk out with expensive products, sometimes without paying a single cent. It was time for the police to hear Tina's side of the story.
Can you turn around for me? Alright, so I guess they already talked to you. No, you turn around first. I guess they already talked to you. Who's that?
That's my people. I need to know what's going on.
Okay. I guess they already talked to you, and you talked to them about what's been going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
I need to get a statement from you and
It's the
find
same
out.
statement I gave them.
No,
I wrote it on the paper.
No, listen. I don't know what they do. Okay, my job is to. I'm impartial. Okay, my job is to talk to you and find out what's going on. Okay, I need to ask you.
I got money from people and didn't ring them up.
Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a few questions, and I'm gonna, you watch TVs. I have to advise you of your constitutional rights. Okay, and then I'm gonna ask you a few questions. Do you understand?
Tina knew perfectly well that she had messed up. She came clean when her supervisor confronted her and owned up to her mistakes. Still, after the cops read her rights, she wasn't too eager to talk to them.
Any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. Do you understand? It's a recording. You have to say yes or no.
Yeah, I just feel like if I'm going to jail, there's no reason for me to explain anything.
I want to say that.
No,
I have.
Going to jail, then I don't want to do that.
Listen, before I ask you any question, I have to read your rights. It's by law, okay? You have the right to the presence and representation of a lawyer of your choice before you make any statement and doing any questioning. Do you understand?
Yeah.
The officer interrogating her needed just a few minutes to get her talking. Tina believed that talking to the police wouldn't help her case. That's why the officer interrogating her needed a couple of minutes to convince her to start talking.
But what I'm trying to say is that I can't just go by what someone say. I have to talk to you and get your side of the story. Okay? All right. How long you been working here?
November. October, November.
So you've been working since October?
October or November.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're part-time or full-time?
Full-time.
Full-time? You work normally day shift, right?
Both.
Day and night? Are you married? Have kids?
I have kids.
How many kids?
3.
3 kids?
Eventually, the cop managed to get a full confession. Though not especially talkative, Tina was cooperative. Fully aware of the consequences, she revealed her scheme to the officer. Tina even admitted how much money she had charged the customers who took advantage of her fraud.
Nobody threatened me.
Okay. All right. Can you tell me what's going on?
I just said I rang people up. They gave me money and that was it.
So you charge them more, charge them less than what the value of the merchandise?
Mm-hmm.
How much you normally get from them?
This all depends. 60, 80, 100. Depends the person, I don't know. It's just different prices. I don't know.
Okay.
That's how to explain the same shit.
So like between $50 to $100? These people that normally, like, do they know you? How do you know them? Like,
The street.
the street, like in the neighborhood?
Around, yeah.
Okay. Like, do they know to come to you, or how does it work?
If we're doing the same statement the man just took from me on a piece of paper.
What I'm trying to say is that I need
It's
to get...
either I know them and they just come into shop and they see me there and that's just what I do. I don't call nobody. Like, I don't... Like, that's what I'm saying. If I'm going to jail, there's no point to explain all this because I'm going to go to jail with a migraine and aggravated as fuck. Like,
The officer continued the interrogation calmly. There was no doubt anymore about Tina's guilt. The only question left was the amount of money the store lost because of her scheme and how much she had personally gained in total.
Okay, how long this been going on? Since you started?
Since like January.
Since January?
I didn't do it the whole time.
How much money you think you got total from these people? Like,
a couple hundred. I don't know exact money. Like,
you know what I'm saying? From January, like maybe
that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
1,000, 2,000.
Not that much, no.
I mean, just a rough guess.
500, 600, less. Like, I don't know. Every time I get money, it's gone. I don't know.
After she gave her full confession, the officers wrapped up their investigation. They handcuffed her to take her into custody. That was Tina's last day at the Family Dollar. Hopefully, the next time she gets a job, this bitter memory will make her think twice before repeating the same mistakes.
Okay, but I can't wait until we get there.
You're not gonna need it.
No, you're gonna be inside the cold.
It's cold in there. I've been in
You wanna put that in
All jewelry off, please.
when I get there.
And will your pants stay without the belt?
Oh, Lord. I'm not even out of jail yet, sir.
After causing the store to lose over $5,000, Tina was charged with felony grand theft. She received 24 months of probation. Some workers might be content stealing a few $100, but others don't settle for less. On January 24th, 2024, police received a report from a car rental company. One of their employees was suspected of trying to steal a car after his shift was over.
What's going on out here?
A mishap with the car.
A what?
A mishap with the car.
Mishap?
I stored the car in the wrong location.
Oh, okay. Is your car?
I work here.
You work here?
I work here.
So,
Whose car is it? It's the company's car.
So where were you supposed to store it then?
I didn't want to know where it went, so I dropped it off here and I went back over there and got another car and took it where I had to take it to.
You took another car?
Yeah, because I had to.
Yeah. So did you take two cars then?
Yes, I take it to the airport.
Okay. So you say you work out here?
Yes, sir.
For who?
I work for Avis Budget.
Okay.
The suspect described the situation as a quote-unquote mishappen with the car. But unfortunately for him, another employee witnessed him driving the car off the Avis Budget lot and parking it in a different place while still holding the keys. It also doesn't make sense how one can make that mistake.
Earlier today, I witnessed this car leave the Avis lot, park in this lot. He got out of it.
Okay.
He just got off work and said that he had left the car here, left the keys in it, which the keys were not in it when I looked at it an hour ago.
Okay.
Got in the car that was locked because I came out and checked. There was no keys and the car was locked. Got in it and we blocked him in before he could take off. But
Okay. I'm
I'm going to assume y'all want prosecution, correct? Okay. Is there a video that we can get of that vehicle coming out here? Do you guys have that?
He didn't drive this one out here. I didn't give him a chance.
Okay, so when you guys blocked
So
that,
he drove it from over there at 10:54 this morning.
okay,
Parked it here. Normally we don't back cars in here.
okay,
He got off work a few minutes ago. Witnessed him come out to the car
okay,
after I'd already seen him leave the car at like 10:55 this morning. He came out and he's telling me that the keys were in it, and I asked him what he's doing now, and he said he was just getting in the car to.
okay. So did you witness him get in the car at all? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
After working at the car rental company for only 2 weeks, he thought he could pull off the crime without getting caught. The suspect tried to blame it on a random, unidentified person who allegedly told him to move the car to an unauthorized spot. But with that, he only lost credibility in front of the officers.
Okay, so what's going on, bud?
Honestly, sir, okay, I transport cars. Earlier, when I transported this car, when I got out the gate, my team had already left. So they told me to park the car at PM. I recently just started working here. I didn't know where to park the car. I brought it over here.
Who's they? You said they told you to. Who's they?
It was a guy over there. It was a guy over there.
Okay, give me a detailed description.
He cleans out the parts. All I know is he came up to me and said, put this car in PM. And I didn't know where it went. So I brought it over here. I've seen someone bring a car over here, drop it off, because they didn't know where it went. I left the car here, went back over there, got another car, and went to go finish doing my job.
The suspect had parked the car in an unauthorized lot and got back into it after clocking off, without any permission. Although his story sounded wildly unconvincing, the officers gave him one more chance to come clean.
So you said you were already clocked out, right?
I just clocked out.
You just clocked out?
I just clocked out.
So then they told you to get the vehicle after you were out of work or something?
No, sir.
So what were you doing? What were you trying to do since you had already clocked out?
I was nothing. I'm getting ready to go home.
You were getting ready to go home?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So why are you getting in this car? You realize that this story. You know what a submarine is, right?
Sir.
You know what a submarine is, right? Like goes under the water. You know, U.S. Navy uses them. You know what a screen door is, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your story's like a screen door on a submarine. It ain't making a bit of sense, and it ain't holding no water.
Sir, I brought the car. I'm telling you exactly what happened. I brought the car. I did not know where it went. I left it here, sir. I left the car here, so I went back to fulfill my job duty. I went back over there, got another part like I was supposed to, and I took it where it had to go.
What time did they tell you to take it to PM?
I dropped this off like around 12. So I would say around 12 in the car. I've been here, sir. I just got off work.
So an unknown dude, white dude, black dude, Asian, Hispanic?
Hispanic.
Okay, so unknown Hispanic dude that you can't give me a description of, told you to drop it off at PM.
Yeah.
So who's your boss? What's his name?
The suspect appeared unable to articulate a sensible explanation. To the cops, the conversation so far was enough to conclude they were dealing with a worker who was stealing from his company, so they had to do what they had to do.
Tell you what we're gonna do right now, face that fence. Face the fence. Okay. Right now, you have a warrant for your arrest, minimum out of San Antonio. We're confirming that. So you're not under arrest at this point in time, but you are being legally detained. Okay, you have anything on you that's going to poke us, stick us, stab us, blow us up, anything like that?
No, sir.
Okay, because he's going to pat you down real quick.
Yes, sir.
Because, like I said, you realize this story makes zero sense that you're telling me.
Next, police spoke to the suspect's employer. The man confirmed that the worker wasn't supposed to move the car to a different lot. He had no authorization to do so, neither from his boss nor from anyone else at the company.
Was he supposed to bring it over here? He wasn't supposed to bring it over here.
He has no business bringing it over here.
How did he get it over here without the key?
He drove it with me. He drove it over here, parked it, locked it, and then went did his job with the crew. And then after he clocked out, he came and got in it. We checked the car; it was locked. Windows were
Cause y'all seen the car over here.
Well, yeah, we caught it on camera.
Oh, y'all seen it on camera.
But he had, what key does he have?
The key to the car.
So he got the key from where?
The only key. He brought it from
From
across
over
the
here,
street.
across the street.
Drove it over here and parked it earlier today. Locked it all up, and then got in the van and did his job. When he clocked out, he came and got in
Then he take the car.
to take the car.
The witness testimony convinced the officers that the suspect had acted unlawfully. Without a good excuse from the suspect, it was safe to assume that his goal was to steal a company vehicle worth $60,000. The police had no choice but to arrest him for stealing at work.
Well, tell you what, at this point, you are under arrest for what's called UUMV, unauthorized use of motor vehicle. I verified, trust me, I know these folks over here. I've been on more calls with them than my partner here, actually, for the time that I've been here. That you aren't, they told me that you have been instructed that you are not under any circumstances to put a vehicle in this lot.
I was not instructed.
Okay, but I'm not going to argue. I've dealt with them on some pretty unsavory stuff. Okay, I know their word is solid. Okay, so when they tell me that you've been instructed, but when you were employed, that no cars come in this lot unless specifically instructed by one of them, that's UUMV. You were not allowed to drive that vehicle over here or anything like that. So that's going to be one arrest charge. Then we're going to see what that warrant out of San Antonio does. So you're going to have the warrant added to your arrest as well. Okay? Go ahead and stand up because now you're going to be searched.
The suspect's troubles didn't end there. When the cops searched him, officers found a customer's wallet in his possession with a credit card and ID inside. The detainee did his best to explain how the wallet had ended up with him by mistake. Unsurprisingly, that wasn't enough.
I was bringing all of it. Got that out of the car earlier.
Huh?
Got that out of the car?
Yeah, that was in one of the cars.
Why you turned it in? Hey, Court.
I really just thought about it, honestly.
Court. What's the name on that one?
So was that driver's license that you gave me originally? That was yours, right?
That's mine.
I don't want to hook you up on a warrant that ain't yours. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
That's what I'm asking.
Nah, that was in a car that we cleaned, and man, we was moving so much that I just didn't turn it in.
This your wallet?
Yes, sir.
This yours?
Yes, sir.
I'm just saying, this your wallet.
Yes,
Can
sir.
we possess somebody else's?
It's mine. Like I said, I was cleaning out a car, and I just so happened to forget to turn it in.
He said you don't clean the car.
Court, we moved the car. I'm saying that was in it.
We got extra stuff too.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, 2 pieces of identifying information, credit cards.
Oh, nice.
Supposedly, it was in a vehicle. He forgot to turn it in. But...
Okay, well, too bad.
Clearly, it had been a very long work day for the suspect. And by the end of it, he was going to get the break he deserved, in a jail cell. On top of attempted car theft, the police added another charge.
You're also going to be charged with fraudulent use or possession of identifying information. You said that you found them in the car and all that. If you'd have turned them in, that'd have been something different. So that's going to be,
we've been moving
and they have processes that when you find stuff in the cars, you go and you turn that in immediately.
We've been moving around so much today, so it slipped my mind, sir.
Okay. And if you use them, then there will be additional charges follow, okay? All right,
sir.
I'm just giving you the heads up. Thank you.
Sir.
The suspect was charged with unauthorized use of a motor vehicle and fraudulent use or possession of identifying information. On November 11th, 2024, the police were briefed that an 18-year-old grocery store employee was caught taking cash from gift cards. When the cops arrived on site, the employer told them what happened.
Since August 19th until November 5th, she has been activating gift cards without paying for them and then keeping the gift cards for herself. And that's a total of $1,724.95. of losses that she has been causing.
Okay.
Now, she also said that she had taken about $300 in cash, but I don't have any evidence of that, so that's just because she verbally also said.
Okay. What's the handwritten side?
Gotcha. That's just her admission. Now, I also have on the flash drive this, along with all the receipts for all of this, along with all the video for all of this. So for all of this, I have video on the flash drive, all the receipts on the flash drive.
Okay.
And this itself is also on that same flash drive.
Okay.
That if you want it, you have it.
After receiving all the information, the officer met the suspect in the staff room. The suspect didn't fool the police. She didn't even deny being guilty. She acted cooperatively and explained why she felt forced to do it.
So what's been going on?
I've been taking money to buy food and stuff for me and my little sister for a little while.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 18. I
18?
just turned 18.
Okay. You said you're taking it to buy food for your little sister and you?
I don't have nobody.
Okay, calm down. What's the home life situation like? Is it
It's like-
just you and your sister, or
It's my mom. She works a lot, so she's not really there. So it's basically me and my sister, but she's with my older sister right now. Because my mom's at work and I'm at work. So I'm getting arrested.
so you will be going to jail today?
Who's gonna pardon me out?
You'll have to make a phone call from the jail, okay?
Why am I getting arrested?
So your employer wanted to pursue charges, okay?
Y'all wanted to pursue
So-
charges? For real?
Do you know the total dollar amount of money you took?
He told me to nothing.
How much do you think you took?
Like 1,000 maybe total.
Okay.
A significant factor in her decision was the fact that her salary had recently been cut. Financial struggles are hard to navigate, but committing a crime is not the way to fix it. Although in tears, the girl described how she used gift cards to pull off her scheme.
And how were you doing this?
The first I just took cash and then I was just getting the gift card.
So you'd scan the gift card and do what?
Just put an amount in that I needed.
Okay.
I don't know what wrong with nobody. I've never been in trouble or nothing. I'm really freaking out because I don't think they're gonna get me out.
When did this start happening?
Maybe like a month or 2 months ago, maybe. But it wasn't like an everyday thing.
Okay.
That's when they started lowering my pay and stuff.
Okay. How many times a day would you do this?
Probably like three times with the cards. But I stopped taking cash. I just started doing the cards.
How much in cash do you think you took?
Probably like 300 in total.
Stealing cash from the register and gift cards is enough to get someone in trouble. While the girl is mature enough to know this, the girl took the news hard when she realized she might spend the night in jail. Unfortunately for her, her employer was firm in their decision to press charges.
You think I'll get out today?
So you probably won't get out till you probably have to spend the night. And you'll get out first thing in the morning. You have to see a judge in the morning, okay?
No. I said I was gonna pay him back. I can't
So
Is
unfortunately,
there
it's,
anything I can do so he won't press charges?
Unfortunately, this is what the company wants.
After learning about her daughter's arrest, the girl's mother arrived at the store. It's tough to find out your kid is a thief. Even tougher to hear it from a police officer. The mother quietly listened to what the cop had to say.
I'm going to give all of her stuff to you. Okay, I'll explain to you kind of what's going on. I don't know how much she explained to you. But I guess she was caught stealing from the business. I guess she was charging gift cards and pocketing the gift cards. And she's been doing it for a few months now. but she also admitted to taking cash as well. So, but due to the dollar amount, it does constitute a felony. So we don't have discretion on it. She's got to go. They're persistent on pursuing charges. So if you'd like, you can talk to her. Yeah.
Calm down.
For the suspect, it meant a lot to get her mom's support in such a moment. Still, she had to face the consequences of her theft. She got caught stealing, and she admitted to it. With strong evidence, the police took her to jail.
Do you know your mom's phone number? Okay. So give it a little bit. She'll be able to give you a phone call. Once you get there, you'll be able to talk to the booking deputies, okay? They'll be able to give you a little more information of the process, okay?
In the end, she had to learn the hard lesson that stealing is never right, regardless of whether her intentions were good. We can only hope that this incident will stop her from making the same mistake in the future. On July 28, 2023, police were dispatched to the Target warehouse. The reason? An employee had been caught stealing Apple products. When they arrived, a security personnel explained the situation to them.
What's going on?
So we had a team member conduct about $4,000 worth of theft in the facility.
Okay.
He has admitted to the theft, signed a documentation, just itemizing what he's stolen.
Okay.
Very cooperative, nice guy.
Okay.
He's in the interview room right now with one of our security staff.
Yeah.
They're the only two ones in there right now.
Okay.
I can give you the
itemized list of everything that he did. Yeah, I'm gonna need that.
The suspect had already confessed to the security and loss prevention team. The store had surveillance footage that clearly captured him stealing the merchandise. Another employee showed it to the officers and also informed them of the suspect's name.
He's gonna come down this.
This is on July 14th?
Yes.
So
that's him.
This is him in question here?
Yep.
And what's his name?
Rim. I think it's...
Rim?
I'm not sure how to pronounce the last name totally. But his MO is just stealing it right off the shelf and then quickly driving away.
So that's him taking something off the shelf?
Mm-hmm.
Can you rewind it? I just want to see what was there. Do we know what we took right there?
So that's one of the many case packs that he...
Rim may be skilled with operating his order picker, but not sly enough to avoid being caught on camera. The employee explained to the officers how they caught him stealing expensive electronics. It turns out the suspect wasn't wasting his time with cheap stuff.
So we have this process where we go out and track our high value products, such as the Apple product. And when we were out there a few times, we notice it goes missing, and systematically it still shows in location. So we run the tapes back, and that's how we conduct our investigations.
Okay.
And we're able to, so this thing that he's driving is called an order picker.
Is that him here or is this him here?
This is him here.
Okay.
And we purposely put our high value products back in this aisle and the other aisle that we were just looking at. So the MO is that, like, they'll just go up to it on their order pickers. In this case, he's supposed to be putting away product, but like you see him take it and it goes missing in the time frame that it's reported missing, but still in location.
Okay. And do you guys have an itemized list? I know he's writing whatever he's writing.
Yes, we have a list.
Do you guys have a list of items that you know went missing? Do you have that?
So we have this is our like evidence thing that we tracked. So
Is that him there?
Yep, that's him. That's him exiting. And then this is our evidence. So iPads, 5 of them.
He took 5 iPads. Okay.
Apple watches 10, and then AirPods 10. So
is this? So it's. Can you scroll down?
Yeah.
So it's 1649 times 5.
So this is the total price.
That's so total.
Yep.
Okay, 6, 7, 8, so 28.
It's up to $4,249.75.
Stealing items worth more than $4,000 is not a small crime. After seeing and hearing everything they needed, the officers headed to the staff room. It was time to find out what kind of person they were dealing with.
Logan PD is here as well, sir.
All right.
I just need your badge, and if you could take your vest off as well for me, sir. And if you could hold traffic coming this way.
Is this your bag, sir? Okay. There's nothing in here that's going to hurt us. No weapons, no. And I just before we move on with anything, employment status.
He's
terminated.
Not welcome back.
Not welcome back here. All right, you understand that? If you do come back here, there are charges for that. All right, nothing else in your pockets.
The police informed the suspect that his days as a Target employee were over. He was no longer allowed to enter the store. With that being said, the police proceeded with the arrest.
So right now, do me a favor, stand here, put your hands behind your back. You want to come in with us? We'll get this stuff taken care of, get you out of here, and then depending on what ends up happening from there, we'll probably be able to get you back here and get your car, okay?
Yeah, I'll be chances are you're just gonna be released.
Yeah.
Chances are, we'll escort you back here, get him his vehicle.
They're gonna be double locked now. Yeah. All right. Nothing else I gotta worry about, right? You jumped everything out. All right. All right, you're good. So you're good right now. You just relax. He's gonna just check your bag, make sure there's nothing in there. So man, just give you a heads up, man. Guys, just rise your rights, all right? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against career law. You have a right to attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you.
Rim realized that no matter how discreet he thought he had been at stealing, Target's security team was still more sophisticated. It was time for him to face the consequences. The officers escorted him out of the store in handcuffs.
Follow me this way. All right, we're gonna head right around to the right of the security, all right? Can't 2546. Got one on here. All right. Right to the stop attention door. We're not going to go fob out. We're going to go right through there. All right. All right.
Rim was cooperative, and therefore the officers treated him respectfully. The cops knew better than most that people make mistakes, and sometimes serving your sentence is the quickest way back onto the right path.
Listen, man, everybody makes mistakes, dude. I'm not here to beat you up over a mistake you made or anything like that. They even said you were cool, cooperative, so listen, man, that goes a long way.
Thank you.
So, yeah. Think you can slide on over?
Yeah.
All right. And it's tight back there too. There you go.
After placing Rim in the patrol car, the officers transported him to the station. He was terminated from his job at Target. He faced a charge of theft of movable property between $500 and $75,000, which is a felony. On April 23, 2024, the police responded to a call from a 7-Eleven. The owner had reported $15,000 missing, suspecting that one of his employees stole it.
Oh, okay. So I have 19 locations. So
Okay.
this is the location that I'm having some issue. I just took over that a few months back, right?
Okay.
So every time they have audit, inventory, 7-Eleven, they do their stuff. I'm
Yeah.
short. I was
Yeah.
trying to find what is going on.
Okay.
It has to be, according to our business, most of the time is employee steal it.
Right.
Not the, customer steal, but not
Right.
You know, they
Yeah.
still candy, how much? $1,
Right.
$2, $3, right?
Yeah.
But I have a $15,000 shortage, almost.
All right.
On
How much?
$15,000.
Yeah, that's
Well, 14,900 something,
Yeah.
right? I don't have the report yet. It's just estimated.
Okay.
Then I was trying to dig out, oh, what is happening? Why is that?
Uh-huh.
From the cash on 19th, I think Friday,
Uh-huh.
I had $816 short from the register.
Right.
Then I go like, you know what? I'm busy guy, right? In the
Yeah.
north. I
Yeah.
said, you know, I'm going to spend some time and find out.
Okay.
Then one of the employees see that she took $405 something. This is on the
Uh-huh.
video. I have that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to share with you guys anyway.
Okay.
So I said, you know what? Forget the 15. This is what I have right now.
Right.
I want to move forward with that thing. So I want the.
All right. So right now we have today what we're dealing with is we're dealing with $400 and something.
Yes.
The owner was determined to press charges. He wasn't about to show mercy to anyone who had stolen his hard-earned money. So he invited the officers into the store where the suspected employee, Tamara, was still on duty.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
My name is Officer Damian Ferriolo. I'm with the Delray Beach Police Department. This is Officer Swanson. He's my buddy. The reason we're here today was because this is Russell. Do you know who Russell is?
Yeah. This my boss.
He's your boss. Okay. So Russell has concerns that you have stolen from the store.
What?
Okay.
Upon hearing her boss's accusation, Tamara responded immediately, though with a startled grimace. Breaking the news to her wasn't that hard, but from that point on, her English suddenly deteriorated, making communication very difficult.
So I am required to warn you before you make any statement that you have the following constitutional rights. You have the right to remain silent and not answer any of my questions. Do you understand that?
I what?
You have the right to remain silent and not answer any of my questions. Do you understand that?
Your question?
Yeah, like in other words, if I ask you questions, you don't have to answer.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one of your rights. That's your first right. Any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. Do you understand that?
Statement?
Yeah, in other words, like, I can't have this gentleman shake the truth out of you.
You speak English, okay? Or do you need somebody in a different language to help us out?
I'm not speaking it very well, but I'm not speaking it very well.
Tamara claimed she spoke only Creole, but unfortunately, none of the officers or staff had command of that language. Still, the cops gave it their best effort and patiently explained everything to the suspect once again, even though they weren't fully convinced she didn't understand English.
I believe if you work in the store,
Yeah.
you deal with people that are speaking English all day long. I believe that you understand these things that I'm telling you. If you need clarification on what I'm trying to say, I'll clarify it for you. I don't mind taking, I don't care if we spend the next half hour just talking about these things. I just want to make sure you understand your rights, okay? Because I don't want you to feel uncomfortable, okay? I understand this is an uncomfortable situation because, of course, we're here with your boss and you're being accused of something. But I want to try to make sure you just understand your rights, okay? That's all we're doing right now. Basically, Russell, as we determined, Russell is your manager, right? Or your boss?
My boss.
All right, he's the big boss, right? I think he owns a bunch of these places. Okay. Russell has noticed that some money has been going missing from here. Money.
Okay.
All right. So, with that being said, Russell was very concerned. So then he noticed one day that $800 and something was missing.
It was starting to become clear that she only pretended not to understand English. But even if she was telling the truth, she didn't have to be fluent in English to understand the surveillance video the police claimed to have.
He watched the video, and do you know what we saw in the video? Do you know what we saw? Okay, I'm going to tell you what I saw, okay? And then maybe you could tell me why, okay? I saw you put $400 on a gift card that you then put into your purse.
Friday.
It's on video. You put $400 on a gift card, and then you put the gift card in your purse, but you never put $400 in the drawer. So when you put the $400 on the gift card, that's like stealing $400 from the cash register because you put it on the gift card.
She was suspected of a serious crime. Even with her poor English, Tamara still needed to provide some explanation for her actions. After the officers did everything they could to present Tamara with the facts, it was time for her to give her side of the story. However, she didn't get very far.
But I saw that oh my God. I load on.
She just can't process it fast enough.
No,
Figure
she's
out
processing
the story.
Well,
Figure out the story.
she's trying to figure out what we want to hear. I don't want you to tell me what you think we want to hear. You're a smart girl. I can tell you're smart, and I can tell you understand me. Okay? So you don't have to think about a story. You don't have to try to convince me that you can't understand me. All we're trying to ask is, listen, we're trying to figure out why you put $400 on a gift card.
She wasn't much more talkative than the wall behind her. Since they couldn't get her to give any explanation of her actions, the police tried another approach. They wanted to know if she was part of a bigger scheme.
Who taught you to do that?
Who?
Who taught you to go in the register and put $400 on a card and then take it? Another employee here told you to do that? Or did you figure it out on your own?
Another employee?
Tamara.
Who?
Okay. You're just asking us the same things that we're saying over and over. He's saying, in other words, did you figure that out? Or did someone teach you that you could scam the system by putting $400 on a gift card? Because I saw you had it written down on a little piece of paper. You didn't even have the gift card out because you're trying to be less suspicious. Do you know what suspicious is? You're trying to be less obvious. All right?
Sneaky.
Yes, very sneaky. Sneaky.
Tamara continued pretending not to understand a word the cops were saying. That's when her boss stepped in. According to him, he had spoken with her in English many times, so there was no way her confused act was real.
Don't stop. Like, we talk all the time.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
So
why are you stopping when we talk?
You're just trying to think of a lie.
I
He's
know.
very busy right now processing a lie. All you gotta do is tell us the truth.
Just tell them
then we
the
can
truth.
figure it out.
Yeah.
That'll help us figure it out. If there's somebody else we're looking for, or if we're only looking for you. Who showed you to put the money on the card like that, and then put the card in your pocketbook? Another employee here must have showed you. I don't think you're smart enough to come up with that idea yourself.
I don't know. I think she's pretty smart. I think she's playing us right now. Or she thinks she's playing us.
So I have another question. Did you do that today since morning? Because I don't know what happened today.
Today?
Did you do anything like that?
Any cards today?
No.
No.
After so many attempts to get her to speak, the cops ran out of patience. Only when they threatened to arrest her did she try to throw together some kind of explanation, or at least string a sentence together.
So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to be placing you under arrest. Okay? You're going to jail because of the crime. You're not really talking to us, so if I can't really talk to you, I don't want to waste your time, I don't want to waste his time, I don't want to waste our time. So I'm going to just put you under arrest because you're not talking to us. So I'm going to have you put your hands behind your back. All right?
But I don't know.
But we do know. You know, I know,
But
he knows.
I tell you, nobody asked me.
You're not telling me anything. That's the thing. You're wasting my time. And if you waste my time, listen, I'm gonna be cool with you, but if you're wasting my time, I don't like when people waste my time.
Okay, but I know I make my mistake.
Okay.
But I can't
That's when the officer pointed out a few gift cards in her wallet. She still stubbornly failed or refused to put together a full sentence, even though the looming arrest seemed to be reviving some of her verbal abilities.
I just got a robbery, and it's clean view with it open like this. You can see several gift cards in there. You understand the gift cards?
It's this one.
Huh? And this one?
No, sir, it's for me. It's
Oh,
my
that
game.
one's yours.
Okay.
It's only one.
It's only one, you sure?
Yeah.
See, right now you're communicating real well.
No, I try to understand. That's why I try to clear.
No. You're playing.
Tamara gave no logical explanation for what had happened. Surveillance footage had captured her pocketing a gift card without paying. A couple gift cards were found in her wallet. With all that, the officers had no choice but to cuff her.
Put your hands behind your back. All right, Tamara.
No.
You gotta put your hands behind your back.
Turn around.
You gotta turn around. Put your palms
You're under
together
arrest.
like you're praying. All right. You want to put your palms together like you're praying. All right. Let me see the other hand. No, you gotta put your other hand on. Put your palms together like you're praying. Your palms, yeah, like that. Beautiful. All right, no, Tamara, here, face this way so it doesn't. I'm trying not to be rough with you at all.
Tamara was charged with engaging in a scheme to defraud. She was sentenced to 4 days in jail, 36 months of probation, and 120 hours of community service. It was late afternoon on October 11th, 2024. Police were dispatched to a local Nordstrom store because an employee was suspected of stealing over $2,200 worth of items. When the cops arrived, the suspect, identified as Aurora, had already been caught by her employer.
So this is Aurora. She is one of our employees. We've been watching her for quite some time. And she has taken from us, here's a list of everything that she has stolen throughout the course of a few weeks. It is $2,205.45.
Stealing from one's workplace is bold, but this suspect managed to take it a step further. According to her coworker, Aurora hadn't just stolen clothes worth over $2,200. She was also wearing one of her stolen outfits to work that day.
She's currently wearing one of our items underneath her clothing. It's a blue romper.
Okay.
How
do you know that?
Because she admitted to it. I
Okay.
asked her where is the romper because we have the ticket, and it's underneath her clothing right now.
Okay.
So yeah, this is items that she took today, and then these are just items that she's taken throughout the week, shoes and things like that.
Okay.
Obviously we are going to need to get that back, but obviously we're going to have to step out and do that.
Yeah. And you said you have everything recorded?
Yeah.
Based on the evidence her employer had, things didn't look great for Aurora. It makes one wonder what could drive an employed, middle-aged woman to steal merchandise from her employer. After the officer read her Miranda rights, the suspect shared her version of events.
Any statement can and will be used against you in the court of law. Do you understand what I just read you? Okay. So do you want to explain like what's been going on or what happened?
I don't understand either. My husband left me after 40.
Can you look up just so I can hear you? Go ahead.
I said this is crazy because I never did this in my whole life. My husband left me after 40 something years, and I think I don't know.
So what did you do?
From time to time I took something and I give it to people.
Okay, so you
make a gift to make me feel good, I guess. I don't know.
So what do you take from here?
Yeah.
What items do you like? What type of stuff?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter?
No, just to give away.
Who do you sell it to?
I didn't sell anything.
If we look at it from a humorous angle, Aurora was a kleptomaniac philanthropist, stealing with one hand, giving with the other, like a female Robin Hood. But the female officer took theft seriously, as she should. She needed to get the full story, so she continued with her questioning.
How long have you been taking items for?
Like 10 days or something.
10 days? How long have you worked here for?
6 months.
And when did you start taking stuff?
Like I said, like what has happened, like 9-10 days ago.
For 10 days? Okay. Now what are you wearing underneath that they...
Oh no, I have here, I can take it off.
Whose is that? Nordstrom's? Okay.
Aurora's charity mission didn't sound convincing, so the officer wasn't buying it. especially while she was sitting there dressed in one of her stolen items. It was perfectly reasonable to think she was acting alone.
And who do you give the items to?
I don't know the people. I just want to make somebody happy.
Come on now.
I swear.
Facebook Marketplace?
No. I just want to...
Are you working with anybody with these items to make extra cash on the side?
Do you know the people that you're giving it to, or are these just random, like, somebody just walking around that you've never met before?
I go to with my dogs in the park and
you just
talk with people. No, I didn't talk to people and
hand them clothes. I don't.
You're sick?
You're sick?
I guess so.
So you don't, the stuff that you're giving out, you don't even know these people?
No. But I see how happy they are.
She stole gift sets, rompers, and other clothes. There was a slim chance Aurora truly gave them away to just random strangers, but the cops had the full item list. Some of the things on there sounded ridiculous, and the officers couldn't help but ask her about them.
Leggings? You just hand random people leggings?
It's not leggings, they are socks. Like
Pantyhose?
Yeah.
You just random people pantyhose?
No, that doesn't make sense, does it? And I did. I think I need to see a doctor.
For what reason?
For what I did. For what I did.
For what you did?
I guess so, because it's not normal.
It wasn't clear whether Aurora would get to see a doctor like she suggested, but one thing was certain. She'd be seeing a judge very soon. All of her thefts had been caught on surveillance footage, so they confronted her with the clear evidence.
We're gonna go have a seat. Do you mind? All right. Don't bring anything.
Just in the chair right there.
So we're gonna show you some videos, okay? Have you seen these yet? Right here, Aurora. Have you seen these yet? These videos? Aurora?
No.
Okay.
Oh, this is at Charlotte Tilbury.
What are you doing with that box?
Oh no, it didn't shoot on my
Aurora. Aurora.
Can I get a lawyer?
If you don't want to talk, you don't. I'm asking you what you're.
I sign and I want to pay everything back what I took.
So you're admitting to stealing and putting everything in your clear purse?
Yeah.
Is that you on camera?
Yes.
Aurora admitted she was the person on the tape. She had no logical explanation for her actions and confessed to the theft. With everything clear as day, the police arrested her.
Stand up for me. Turn around. Turn around. Yep. I checked her already, so she's good. Go ahead, have a seat.
Aurora was charged with retail theft exceeding $750. From a car thief to a teenage gift card swiper to a woman stealing clothes from the store she worked at and wearing them. We saw some pretty bold employees today, but their story ended the moment the cops showed up, and they got busted for stealing mid-shift.